People are over-exaggerating your cope like it happens every month. What's new? It happens every month, and then the vultures get their shots off on me whenever I do it. I got to feed the rest of the MMA community, you know what I'm saying? I can't be the perfect guy that's just winning all the time. I need to have an absolute disastrous cope. But, dude, I'm always going to hope that Merab loses, man, unless he's fighting Umar Nurmagomedov. Like, I want the strikers to win. I want the strikers to knock out these grapplers, man. I do. I thought that was a movement everyone was in agreement with, but they just don't like O'Malley enough to justify my takes on it. So, because they don't like O'Malley, I'm wrong. I'm wrong to want him to win. Man, Sean Strickland looked off yesterday. He was getting caught in weird places where he wouldn't in the past. Dude, he looked abysmally worse than he did in the first fight. And it's just tough, man. You know? It's tough. He looked abysmal compared to the first. He was slipping over on his ass. I was watching it back. I was like, what? Slipped on his ass in round 2. And he still got back up from that position. But still, it was just like, dude, we can't be affording these mistakes. You know? I can't believe how good Batista looked. Yeah, he did look good. But also, Patchy Mix looked bad. Also, do you think they do Sean versus Umar next? I think Sean stays at 35. Umar should probably fight down, but I think they make it, and I still think Sugar wins. Thank you for the $5. I think Sean stays at 135. Umar should probably fight down, but I think they make it, and I think Sugar still wins it. Sean Umar next, no, because Umar's going to be good. I reckon what they're going to do is Sean O'Malley versus Davison Figueiredo. That's what they're going to do. Thank you for the $5. Umar's going to get a fight in October. Jan has a fight, and if he wins it, he'll be fighting for a belt. So, yeah, I reckon they're going to make O'Malley versus Figueiredo is what they're going to do. They're going to see that O'Malley, Figueiredo's a little bit washed, maybe not what he once was, coming off of an injury, and they're going to put him against O'Malley. People saying no one beats Morab like Umar, didn't have a razor-close round 3 with him, and clearly won the first 2 rounds. I know it's so close, the fights. Even O'Malley with the first, 3rd, and 5th. You know, there is ways to do it, but Umar is the one, right? Umar is the one to sort of rebuild and get back in there, and then we can have Umar as champ. Let's just conveniently like whoever the winners are, so that we don't have any of the MMA fan base turn against us. And we can salvage the viewers that MMA Guru loses. How convenient. Let's not have any organic opinion on a fighter and root for anyone to win or lose. And just accept everything and be neutral. Thank you for the 5. Did you see Patchy making excuses on his story? I didn't see Patchy Mix making excuses on his story. What was his excuses? Let's have a little look. Patchy Mix on his story. Pause. The world always feels slow after a moment like this because you just want to get it back ASAP, but harness the feeling. It becomes power later. GSP told us that after the Matt Serra loss, and then look what happened after every fight after that. I'll write this story correctly, he said. Took the fight on 3 weeks' notice. He did. Against the guy who was on an 8-fight win streak in the UFC. I don't hang my head. I'm proud to represent where I'm from. Angola, Buffalo, New York. Most of you men that think you could give an honest assessment could never relate, especially these wrestlers. Tough night for me in the office. I mean, I don't see the excuse. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he said that he took it on short notice, which he did. You know, he did take the fight on extremely short notice. So, it's tough. That's what happens, man. Stylistically, Gene Silva kills Morab. Thoughts? Yeah, he would. Yeah, the featherweights would deal with Morab, but he doesn't want to move up, so we're never going to see it. That's always fun to never have a thing. Yes, I don't think Morab is boring. Since the Cejudo fight, he has been sick. The Peter Yan fight was the hardest to watch for me, but I became a fan of Morab in the Cejudo fight. I don't think Morab is incredibly boring. I think there are every other person in the division that is more exciting to watch than Morab. It's not about Morab. I just can't pause. I'll fall asleep if I watch a Morab fight. Like, listen, he's not doing Romero Adesanya stuff. Every other bantamweight fighter on the roster would be a better person to have as champion. That's all I'm saying. So I'd much rather have a slick... To me, chat, and I said this at the end of my recap, the bantamweight division has forever been the Matrix division. That's why it annoys me. The bantamweight division has always been the Matrix division. When it comes to Dominic Cruz, TJ Dillashaw, any of these matchups, you know what I mean? It's that Sean O'Malley gets the belt and has a fight with Yan. Peter Yan gets the belt. Cody Garbrandt fights Dominic Cruz. Renan Barão spinning back kicks Eddie Wineland in the face and knocks out Uriah Faber. It's always been the really cool, crazy striking Matrix division. And Merab just shoots takedowns and stays out of range on the feet until he gets you against the cage, and then he shoots in. It's fun, but I'd much rather everything possible else. And I don't know how anyone can disagree without lying to themselves completely. You like Merab as a person, you want him to win. Good for you. Merab equals no damage, low finish rate, lots of knees to the thigh, swings like a tard, dives for the legs all night. If you were a bigger dude, more damage equals fun. Yeah. Thank you for the £5. I just don't like that, like, nearly every opponent that Merab fights just looks like they've not been in a fight whatsoever after it, and I'm okay. I'm allowed to have that opinion. I know a lot of people don't like me for having that opinion, but, dude, I like knockouts. You know what I like in a fight, chat? I'll tell you what I like to do when I'm watching combat sports. I'll be real. Now, hear me out. I know this is a crazy take that I've been getting a lot of shit for. I like to have this moment when I'm watching combat sports. Oh! I like that moment. And I know that's crazy. And I know that a lot of these guys saying I'm wrong about Merab and like why I should not root against him disagree with me on that. But when I watch a combat sport, I like to go, oh shit, whoa! Like that. I like that feeling of, oh my God, he's hurt. You know what I mean? So yeah, those are the moments I like. I like when someone's wobbled, when someone's beaten up on the ground, and it's, oh, massive elbow. But I don't get any of that ever in a Merab fight, ever in any Merab fight. It's all good though. So it's just fine, you know. I'm glad everyone wants it. It's called MMA for a reason, yeah. It's called mixed martial arts and a combat sport for a reason. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's all good. I'm just going to keep rooting against Merab. I rather someone who can, like, give me a moment where someone's hurt to the body, you know, or someone's wobbled or someone's dropped. You know, can we get a knockdown? A knockdown? I'm not asking for much, you know, just a knockdown across all your championship reign. But I know I'm a casual, even though I'm here every time, watching every fight, breaking down every fight. I'm a casual because, you know, I want a knockdown across your entire championship reign. Or maybe an opponent with a cut. You know, maybe one of your opponents leaves with a cut on their face. You know? No, I'm joking. Shout out to Morab, though. He's a good man. He's a good dude. And he won the belt, you know, so good for him, man. You know, Morab's doing his thing, making his millions, and he deserves it, man. He's a generational talent at grappling, so good for him. Sort. I'm playing into it, but I am correct, you know? I like for fighters that get knockdowns and, like, harm their opponent. Your worst takeover? Yeah, I just fuck off then, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how that's a bad take, and if I would have picked Merab to win and said the same thing, you'd all agree with me. I swear to God, you'd all agree with me if I picked Merab to win, but it's just seen as cope. It's not cope, man. I want a knockdown in a combat sport. I want a fight in a combat sport. I want a blood to be shown in a combat sport. I want some damage to be done in a combat sport. It's not hard. The only times you've got in that in a Merab fight was when Sugar hurt him to the body and when Cejudo and Moraes wobbled him. Yeah, when the opponent did something to Merab, we had a moment of, whoa! But we're just never going to get that from Merab. You have to enjoy it. You have to accept it. Because that's just how it is, you know? Because it's the winner. So you just have to have a neutral opinion on everyone and never get angry, never get excited, and just enjoy every result that happens in the fights, so as not to isolate any potential viewers that you can possibly get to your channel. It's a good strat, to be fair. Merab spit in Sean's butt, and now people are going to forget about him. Like he said about Merab, true. Sean's a plant and got plucked like one. Yeah, Sean lost. Can't wait for Merab versus Sandhagen. One fight win streak, Sandhagen versus Merab. It's going to be a fucking sick one, man. And after that, I mean, the options are limitless, you know? I can't wait for Merab to have the super fight. Oh, wait, never mind. He's never moving up, he said so. Well, never mind then. We'll never have a super fight, so It's fine. That's good. It's good to never have a super fight conversation around the champion. It's fun. I've been depressed all day, and this is the worst thing to ever happen. But hey, at least Morab will knee Corey's leg for 25 minutes. No, dude, Morab, there's a 10% chance Morab could submit him without a mark on Corey's face. So get excited for that. You have to be. You have to be excited for that. There's a really good chance that he could submit him without taking any damage. So, without dealing any damage at all to his opponent. So, yeah, you got to get excited for that. You have to be excited for that, dude. It's gonna be a good one. Impression of Merab hyping up Gollum from Lord of the Rings before they storm the volcano to find Precious. Looking forward to the Mighty Guru show. Thank you, man. Merab hyping up Gollum. Let's go, Gollum. Let's go. We have to find the ring, brother. Have to find it, brother. But make sure you don't bite his finger off because this is damage, brother. Don't do it. You might create blood in a fight. Not allowed, brother. Just make sure you grapple him. Stay out of range on the feet. And then maybe get the guillotine 1 in 10 times in Mount Doom. And then everybody could be angry when people say they want violence. Lamau, you getting hyped over O'Malley beating up a jobber from Craigslist, but crashing out when Gene Silva put an entertaining beatdown on Bryce Mitchell. Lamau, you acting like there's no other connotation to the Bryce Mitchell fight that I spent weeks and weeks and weeks building as promo to have the payoff of me either cheering for joy when he wins or crashing out when he loses. Thank you for the $10. Dumb. Thank you for the 10. Most boring lightweight out of the top 5. The most boring lightweight out of the top 5 is probably Arman, right? I can't even think about who's in the top 5 right now, but probably Arman off the top of my head. Ditchever, the only PFL fighter I believe in, and he's not even that boring. So yeah, there's not really very many boring lightweights other than maybe Gamro. But hey, it's okay to hate on Gamrot, right, guys? Right, guys? Hey, chat. Gamrot is arguably more fun than Merab. It's okay to hate on Gamrot, though. Arman boring, casual. I just said he's not boring. I was asked who is the most boring. I just said he's not boring. You don't listen. You don't have ears. You're just out of the chat. I'm only streaming to people who have ears and can hear, to be honest with you. But hey, everyone hate on Gamrot, right? Because he doesn't have a fan base you can milk. Right? So hate on Gamrot. Doesn't have a fan base you can profit from. But you love Morab. Love him. He has a fan base. So there you go. Simple as, innit? I insult MMA Central to bring back the intro, please. You want me to fucking terminate your channel, do you?